All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is February 13th, 2025. This is the BYOB Market Wrap Up or Trade Review. All right, this is, let's go take a look at some charts for today. Had a really good day. Let's go take a look at some charts. All right, let's start off with SPY. All right, let's take a look at it from the 10-minute chart. All right, and let's get the one that has the pre-market on it. All right, the 10-minute. All right, so on the 10-minute chart, right here, we had a bull flag with consolidation. All right, so I bought calls right before the open, actually at the market open. All right, because I saw the bull flag. All right, and it was up over. Notice the consolidation on this bull flag. Okay, that consolidation was over all of this consolidation right here. Okay, so that's a bullish environment for me. All right, so I bought calls right at the open because that is a bullish environment. All right, so I bought some calls, not a lot, just like 5 or 10. All right, not a lot, just 5 or 10. Okay, I want to see more, more confirmation for me to get more. All right, so let me take that off. All right, so now you see price action. We got ourselves a nice 10-minute uptrend that ran away from VWAP. This is the opportunity for us to make lots of profits. Whenever we see a trend, all right, that runs away from VWAP, all right, whenever it runs away from VWAP, there's a lot of opportunity there for us to make a lot of profits. All right, so we had a nice 10-minute uptrend, all right, that ran away from VWAP, so we traded that. Then we had the consolidation, so we waited for all of this. Then we had the little shakeout right here into VWAP. Okay, notice that was the biggest red candle at the end of the pullback right into VWAP. For me, that was the exhaustion candle, but just to confirm it, I want to see bullish engulfing, and we got the bullish engulfing right there. Little follow through. I can buy this. So I bought right here as price came over the top of that candle. All right, because that's the biggest candle exhaustion. The bulls wipe it out, and then we got the follow through right there. Another 10-minute uptrend all the way up into close. And you can see into the close we had more consolidation right up through there. Looking at the price action, okay, let me take off the arrows. Looking at the price action as we zoom in, we have a 10-minute uptrend going into the close. Also, just take note, all of these little tails through here, that's a tell. That's a clue. All right, notice price comes down, bulls buy it up. Price comes down, bulls buy it up. Price comes down and the bulls buy it up. Okay, that's a little clue right there. Probably going to be bullish into tomorrow. All right, at least maybe a gap up. We'll see what happens. All right, so there's SPY, right? 10-minute uptrend, right, into the close. 10-minute uptrend, again, running away from VWAP, okay? Notice here's VWAP right here, this burnt brown line, okay? And price action decides we're not going to take your path. We've got a path of our own. See that? Okay, lots of opportunity there. And if you back out, you can almost see that there probably was a measured move to be had in here as price moved from this low up to that high. And then we duplicate the box. Okay, duplicate. And then we drag this up to that low. Okay, you can see right about there. Okay, so from this low up to this high, duplicate the box from this low up to this high. Notice they're both about the same in move. All right, from this low to this high, from this low to this high. This one's a little bit bigger though. Okay, you can see the tail sticking out down there. That was some volatility right there. Okay, so a little measured move to the upside. So it's a 1, 2 consolidation, 3 breakout. Okay, a 1, 2, 3. In addition to the 1, 2, 3, all right, you also had, all right, a nice 10-minute uptrend that happened to stay above VWAP between the hours of 11 and noon. So you also had the trend day giving you a clue that there was a possibility for price to close near the end of the day, near the high of the day. Guess what? It did right there. Okay, so there's SPY. There's the game. We got consolidation over prior consolidation, bullish environment. All right, so let's take a look at the 2-hour chart. All right, 2-hour chart, you can see price action. It's the candles with the 3, the yellow 3 right there, up over the white 8 EMA there. So it's a 2-hour uptrend. Okay, notice the price action made a higher high. So we were in a daily downtrend, and now that we made a higher high on the daily chart, we have a 2-hour uptrend and a daily uptrend. Look at this buying. Look at the waves of VZO right through here. Look at that. That's a clue. You see this? That's accumulation. We're not just going to make a new high. We're going to, I got to tell you, we're going to make a statement. All right, like 620, 630, maybe 650. That's accumulation right there. Okay, see the BZO? Each wave. All right, so there's the 2-hour chart. Let's take a look at the daily chart. Okay, so we were in a downtrend, but this candle today made a high over this candle here, okay, which negates the downtrend and converts the uptrend because they finally made the higher high right there after making the lower low. See the higher low here? They turn around and made a lower low. All right, so that negated their uptrend after making this new all-time high. All right, now they came back, tried to make a higher high, failed here, consolidated, and finally got it right there. Okay, so they're back in a daily uptrend. If we look at the price action, I'm going to use my arrows. All right, price action is moving up and over to the right. That's a bull flag. More bullish environment, more bullish clues. Okay, see that? Move up, over to the right. That is a bullish environment, more bullish clues. Okay, next week, I think we're probably going to be heading up to 620. I really think so, if not higher. All right, so up and over to the right. Okay, so there's SPY. Let's take a look at it on the daily chart one more time. Okay, higher low, higher high, closing over the trap, over the 17. Those are all bullish environments. Over the over the all-time high anchored VWAP, also bullish. Okay, now if I back way out, you can see we're up here in quadrant 4. Let's get this out of the way. All right, up here in quadrant 4, also bullish. And if you look at price action, almost in the right spot, moves up and then holds the higher ground. That's bullish. Up here in quadrant 4, also bullish. Let's go look at the game plan for today. See if you played the game plan, if you could have made some money. All right, I'll bet the answer is yes. All right, so let's go to the 10-minute chart. Hit the game plan. Let's zoom in here. Okay, so on the game plan, according to the game plan, if price came at a 10-minute downtrend and it came underneath 657, or no, 657, we had a bearish entry. Okay, and on the options, all right, I like the 1 DTE or the 8 DTE that expire on Friday. All right, especially when I got a new account. I want some type of safety. I want $2 to $5 out of the money. I have a small account, so they can't cost me a lot. That's why I choose the out of the money options. Okay, your best performing option is always going to be the 0 DTE in the money option. Okay, that's going to be the best performing out of all of them. Okay, because you're going to get almost penny for penny reward when it moves in your direction. Almost. Okay, you'll probably get close to 95% of each penny. For penny. All right, not quite 100, but it will be close to that, or maybe sometimes even better. All right, so the pivot, let me get my mouse. So you can see price action. All right, all we needed was a 10-minute uptrend over 604.06. First entry right there. That was green erases red. All right, so that was green erases red, 604, 10-minute uptrend. So you can see there's the first candle. You could have jumped in on that candle right there. The very next candle was a doji. You're still in it. There's no reason to get out. It hasn't broken 20 cents below the low of day. So you had a little uptrend going through here. And you can see price action. If you bought the game plan, all right, you made money with the game plan. 10-minute uptrend. All right, so where's the pullback? Let me just move this out of the way. Move this out of the way. Okay, so you can see where the red is. Let me map out the red just for a second here. Okay, gonna get the box. All right, so we came from this high from the previous day. See the high up here? All right, and then we came down to this low right here. Okay, so there's the red right there. Pull back high to the low. Okay, let's get the thin one. Pull back high down to this low. Okay, so now if we get the bulls come in, all right, it's the green box, all right, and they come take price all the way from the bottom back up on over, you can see they're up over the red. Here's the red move to the back down to here, and the bulls come in, and green erases the red that's been done, and then they go higher. Okay, green erases red entry right there. Okay, you can get in at the end of the day there, the end of that candle. Jump in, you get a nice 10-minute uptrend to the upside over VWAP. Nice move, all right? Then all you had to do is wait for green erases red again. All right, so where's the red? Let's do another red one. Okay, another red box. Starts from this high and goes to this low. Okay, there's the red again. Okay, getting out. Now look for the green. Green erases red right up there. Okay, green erases red. There's your next entry. Get the arrow right here on this candle. Okay, you get a 10-minute uptrend up into the close. Notice here's your candle for entry. Right on that candle right there. Closes up over the red box. So green erases red, entry there. Green erases red, entry there. Okay, so you had two nice green erases red entries from the SPY game plan. You had the options that you could have traded. The 1 DTE on expire on Friday, or 8 DTE expire on Friday. Fridays have more open interest. That's why we choose Friday options. You could play 0 DTEs if you want to. I'm just telling you, they are very volatile. If you don't have the direction right, they can burn you, pretty severely. All right, so I'm just going to say that. All right, so this is the SPY game plan. If you played the game plan worked for today. So let me take off all the boxes there. Okay, so we have a 10-minute uptrend going into the close for tomorrow. Okay, so we got a 10-minute uptrend going into the close for tomorrow. Okay, see this? Price is up over, all right, the ADMA. All we need for tomorrow, all right, is another green candle to continue that 10-minute uptrend. All right, so what we have, what we don't want, the candles we don't want are doji candles. This would be a doji candle, this one right here in the box. Okay, we don't want a candle that has more wick than body and tail. That would be that candle right there, or this candle right here. Okay, we don't want more wick than body and tail. Okay, we don't like the doji because it tells us, see how you got equal wick, equal tail? Well, that means the buyers and the sellers agree, or the bulls and the bears agree on the price. Okay, so there's no reward to be had. So why risk money on a doji? All right, it doesn't make sense to risk money on a doji candle because they both agree on the price. All right, okay, why risk money on a candle that has more wick than body and tail? Okay, it's obvious that the bears had more control in that at that price and in that time frame. So we don't want that candle, okay? We don't want red candles because the bears are operating. That's why they're red. They start high and they finish lower. So we don't want a red candle. We don't want a doji candle. We don't want a topping wick candle. We want a decent green candle, something that looks like this. That's an acceptable candle. This is an even better candle. This one is an even better than that candle. See how it's got the tail at the bottom? That's a super candle right there. All right? So that's all we need is a green candle, no topping wicks, no dojis, no red candles for a 10-minute continuation of the uptrend on tomorrow. All right? Tomorrow's options expiration Friday, so we'll have to be on our P's and Q's. All right? We'll see where they want to take it tomorrow. But everything's looking bullish. See all these little tails down at the bottom? It's a little tail. All right, it's a tell that we're probably going higher overnight, if not tomorrow morning. All right, it's a little tell. See the tails? Tails show you where the buyers are at. See the bullish engulfing? If you compress the price action of a bullish engulfing move, you get a tail. All right, which equals buyers in control. Okay, if you get a bearish engulfing and you compress the price action together, you get a wick. All right, which shows you that bears are in control. All right, and bulls are in control when you get bullish engulfing. All right, I don't know if I said that right, but on bullish engulfing, bulls are in control. All right, and bears on bearish engulfing, you get bears are in control because you get a wick. Bullish engulfing, you get a tail, which shows you bulls are in control. All right, it's all about the control. All right, that's the whole thing with candlesticks. See the big wick, see the big tail, see how that? All right, they're agreeing on price right there. It's not till they get here that they say no, we're going higher. All right, so that's why we want something that says bulls or buyers are stepping in because they want to be a part of this. All right, so we just did the SPY game plan, and I post this game plan up almost every day. And you can find it on my Facebook and on my YouTube and on my Twitter. All right, so either one. So there we have SPY. So you got the dailies in an uptrend. We have a bullish environment for SPY. Let's go quickly into the QQQ. Let's try this one more time. I got my drawing tools. And enter. All right, on the daily chart. Okay, let's go to a clean chart. Okay, higher low, higher high, just like SPY, closing over the trap. That's bullish. Closing over the 17. That's bullish. Closing over the all-time high anchored VWAP. That's the pink line. Also bullish. Up here in quadrant 4, also bullish. This is in a bullish environment, QQQ. All right, so price action all the way up here, quadrant 4. That's bullish. All right, if you looked at the QQQ game plan on the 10-minute, you can see you had pretty much the same thing going on in the game plan. All right, price over 528.96. Okay, that would be green erases red. You can see 528.96 right here. You got consolidation over prior consolidation. That's a bullish environment. So you're just looking for a bullish 10-minute uptrend to buy into. And you can see this one does the same thing. It runs away from VWAP. Lots of opportunity when you get trends that run away from VWAP. Okay, when they crisscross back and forth, they do nothing but chop your account up. All right, so there's QQQ. Let's take a look at FNGU. All right, on the daily chart, higher low, higher high, closing over the trap, over the 17, over the all-time high anchored VWAP, up here in quadrant 4. All of those are bullish environments. Everything is bullish about FNGU. See the inverted head and shoulders? Right there. Okay, FNGU on the daily chart. All right, let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Okay, Diamond Dow, move this up out of the way. Price action for Diamond Dow, let's go to the scratch. Okay, higher low, higher high, closing over the trap, over the 17, over the all-time high anchored VWAP, up at the top of quadrant 4. That's a bullish environment. That's bullish right there. So you got SPY bullish, you got QQQ bullish, you got FNGU bullish, and you got Diamond Dow bullish. All right. Hate to break it to you, but IWM just neutral at this time. Okay. IWM had a pretty good day, higher low, higher high, closed inside a bearish trap and underneath the 17, but underneath the all-time high anchored VWAP there. Notice it did not close in the upper third of the quad lines. Okay. Did close over the uptrend line, and it did close over the 3-year high anchored VWAP right there. Okay, so that's good news. IWM, again, not in the upper third, has a habit of moving up, giving it up. Okay, so that's just neutral. All right, when price moves up, gives it up, that's just neutral. Nice thing about IWM, they do have a little bit of consolidation right here over prior consolidation right there. Okay, and then we got some equal consolidation, all right, that's side by side, so kind of showing a head and shoulders right there. All right, so there's IWM. All right, let's take a look at the technicals. T2122 price came out of the sell zone from yesterday, and we ended the day yesterday inside the seller's chop zone with higher highs. Got a high there, and we made a higher high, and we got a higher low, made a higher low here. So higher highs and higher lows. So this morning we did more higher lows and higher highs and higher lows and higher highs. So that's bullish right there. So we found that we wound up chopping our way up out of the seller's chop zone into the buyer's chop zone. I gotta tell you, I think we do wind up somewhere maybe in the buy zone tomorrow. We'll see what happens. All right, so that's looking good. So I bet T2123 looks real good if T2122 does. Okay, now you can see here's price action. Today's the 13th. Okay, green from the beginning of the day almost to the end of the day. Just one red candle bar right here, pull back, price action up over the rising 200 SMA. All right, if we look at the candle price action, we've got a price moves up, holds the higher ground, and then breaks out. Okay, price moves up and holds the higher ground. Okay, that's bullish, that's bullish. Okay, now we'll go to the 3-bar chart. Okay, price action. Okay, moves up and holds the higher ground. That's bullish. Anytime price moves up, holds the higher ground, that's bullish. When price moves up and gives it up, that's just neutral. Okay, when price moves up and then gives it up and then more, that's bearish. All right, so that's bullish right there. Moves up, holds the higher ground. Okay, so you got price closing in on the 200 SMA up over prior consolidation. Okay, so let's look at, we've got consolidation running right through here, and we have consolidation over, see that? Over prior consolidation. That's bullish. All right, so the next move up, where we expect price to go, well, we got a couple of valleys here. Okay, so we got a valley. First we got a peak that comes up there. All right, and then we got another peak that comes up there, and we create this valley right through here. Okay, so it's a valley right here. Okay, So there's a good chance that price comes up to the bottom of this valley between two peaks, all right? That's always a popular location and always a popular target. So if we take the latitude and just go right across the top, kind of straight across, you can see that would get price, all right? So we have price moving up and over to the right. So we'd expect price to probably break out and then consolidate on top of this 200 SMA. And then eventually break out and then move up to the next valley between two peaks, which would be right here, okay? And then consolidate right underneath that. See that? Making a stair pattern right up there into the next valley. And then eventually, we'd like to see it come up here and challenge the all-time high. We'll see what happens. Okay, but price action, right? That's a bullish move right there. Consolidation over prior consolidation. Okay, I'm closing in on the price between the 200 SMA. See the distance between the two? See how we're closing in on it right there. Okay, another thing, see how the dots turn from red, no longer selling, now we're buying. See how they're buying through here? The price moves in waves right up through there. Over these two green lines, there's a prior all-time highs. All right, so let's go take a look at FNGU. All right, I think we've already looked at it once, but it's price action. You can see price action moves up. Okay, price moves up, consolidates, and then moves up again. Okay, giving you that lightning bolt pattern. Okay, up, pull back to VWAP, and then up higher. Okay, makes another higher high. Okay, price action, you notice, up over the rising 200 SMA, up over the all-time high anchored VWAP, that's the pink line. 200 SMA is the red line. Up over the uptrend line, that's the green line. And up over the rising 17 EMA, all right, and up over VWAP right there. All of that is bullish. All right, let's go take a look at SMH. Come on over here. And we'll try SMH. All right, SMH on the daily chart. Okay, higher low, higher high, closing over the trap. That's bullish. Over the 17. That's bullish. Over the all-time high anchored VWAP. That's the pink line. That's bullish. In the upper third. That's bullish. Okay, everything's bullish about SMH. That's looking good. All right, like to see it up here. Notice every time they get in quadrant 4, they seem to give it up. They can only seem to hold this area for 1 or 2 days, and then they give it up. They need to get up here and hold this higher ground. Okay, that's what we need to see. All right, let's take a look at XLK. XLK consolidating in quadrant 4. Again, price moving up and then holding the higher ground. So we're looking for another move to the upside. We'll see if we can get it. All right, price action for today, it's going to be this green candle right here. Okay, higher low, higher high, closing over the trap, over the 17 EMA, up over all-time high anchored VWAP. That's bullish. Over the trap is bullish. Over the 17 is bullish. Over the anchored VWAP is bullish. Up here in quadrant 4, also bullish. Okay, so you've got XLK and SMH in uptrends are bullish. Okay, SMH not quite in an uptrend yet. Let me just recheck it. Yeah, it's in an uptrend because it took out that high. All right, so let's take a look at XLF. All right, XLF up here in quadrant 4, that's bullish. Price action, higher low, higher high, closing over the trap, that's bullish. Over the 17, that's bullish. Closing up in quadrant 4, that's bullish. In a bull flag, that's bullish. Let me just say, everything is bullish, all right? We got the perfect ingredients for a robust rally cake, okay? I'm just saying, financials, bullish, and consolidating up near the highs. All right, that's financials, bullish, consolidating near the highs. SPY, bullish, consolidating near the highs. QQQ, bullish, consolidating near the highs. FNGU, bullish, consolidating near the highs, okay? We have the recipe, all right? We got all the ingredients, all right? XLK, bullish, consolidating near the highs. Okay, we got all the ingredients for a robust rally cake, okay? Just saying, all we need is a 10-minute uptrend over VWAP, and that's all we kind of need. Just follow that 10-minute uptrend over VWAP. That's the ones we want, okay? Those are the playable trades, is those 10-minute uptrends over VWAP, all right? So there's XLF. We just did XLK. Let's take a look at XLI. XLI, notice XLI up here in quadrant on the upper third. That's bullish. Up over the all-time high anchored VWAP, also bullish. Has a downtrend, all right? It's in a downtrend still because they have not made a higher high, okay? Here's the low. They took out these two lows, got themselves in a downtrend. Then they had a pullback in the downtrend. In the pullback, they failed to make a higher high. So they're still in a downtrend. They did make a higher low right here, okay? But they did make it easy for themselves to take out and make a new high here. If they make a higher high than this lower high here, they will negate the downtrend status and convert the uptrend, okay? Nonetheless, that's bullish up here in quadrant, in the upper third, over the uptrend line and over the all-time high anchored VWAP. XLU, all right? XLU up over the all-time high anchored VWAP, up here in the upper third, that's bullish. Closing over the trap, over the 17, also bullish. All right, IYT, transports, price action, higher low, higher high, closing over the trap, over the 17, over the all-time high anchored VWAP, over the uptrend line, also bullish. All right, GLD, new all-time high, that's bullish. SMH, SLK, SLV, silver, higher low, higher high. Notice now price action is doing something that we like to see. It's moving up and it's holding the higher ground. Okay, that's bullish. Price action, higher low, higher high, closing over the trap, over the 17, over the 12-year high anchored VWAP. Okay, in the upper third, that's bullish and holding the higher ground for once. Okay, notice they go up and they give it up. Now they're holding the higher ground. That's bullish. All right, so there's SLV. That's a 12-year high anchored VWAP, by the way. Okay, UNG, still in an uptrend. All right, coming darn close to making a new higher high. Higher low, higher high, closing over the trap, over the 17. That is in an uptrend. That is bullish, closing up here in the upper third, okay? They didn't close up here in quadrant 4. They closed in the upper third. That's bullish over this 12-month high anchored VWAP. All right, let's take a look at USO. USO got a habit of moving up and giving it up. USO, see how it goes up, gives it up, goes up, gives it up. USO just kind of neutral. Lower high, lower low, closing under the trap, under the falling 17. Over the midpoint, that's bullish. Okay, over this 3-year high anchored VWAP. Okay, 3-year high right there. But over the midpoint. So just neutral on USO. All right, that's it for me for today. All right, I hope you guys had a wonderful day. I had a rockin' good day. Okay, so I will see you guys all tomorrow at 8 o'clock. All right, I look forward to trading with you all tomorrow. John, MTD, Snow Longs. All right, let's go. Let's hit it. MDT. Yeah, yeah, like that consolidation. Love that when it does that right there. I love that. Move up, holds the higher ground. I love that. Yep, I like that a lot. Let's just look. I'm getting the earnings reports on my screen now. Are you guys getting the same thing? Did I hit a button? Is that what happened? I didn't get them before. All right. Okay, little note here on this one, Robert. Okay. You got a whole lot of resistance here. Okay. I don't know if you're in it yet. All right. But for me, I kind of want to save you from heartache or heartbreak. You get into something and have it break down on you. Um, you're not over the resistance yet. So really think about covered calls if you're going to play long, or like a debit spread, something with some kind of coverage, because you're hitting resistance again for like, I don't know, the 10th time up here. You have an inverse head and shoulders, but you still have not broken through resistance yet. And it's looking good to break through this time. Okay, but it did look good this time too. And it looked good this time too. All right, and I just, let you know that, you are swimming against the tide until we get on the other side up here. All right, where the waves are crashing, you're right here. Okay, and the waves are crashing right in front of you. Okay, if you get out past the waves, I think you got some nice room, to move out, move up higher. All right, you're right into resistance right now on MDT. Okay, does that make sense? I like it a lot. I just see a whole lot of resistance there. All right, and then SNOW. What is this line? Not sure what that line is. All right, let's move this line. Let's remove it. All right, we have some resistance right there. You're getting on top of that right now. All right, this is going to look good. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 candle bars up. If you can hold the higher ground up here, this is looking good. All-time high anchored VWAP. Well, that's a weekly chart. Let's try this daily chart, and I'll go back to MDT. All right, so yeah, this is looking good. See how you held up over the resistance right there? All right, so that's good. That's looking good. I like that a lot. You're on the other side. Okay, just don't want to lose, below this red candle right here. I wouldn't want to get below that red candle. And this looked good. Nice breakout today over green erases red right here. So nice move. I like snow right here, right now. This looks good. Look for this to gap fill. Okay? Look for this to gap fill all the way back up to here. Let me try MDT one more time, because it probably didn't look right. All right, so you're still under resistance on MDT. All right, right there. You're on support because you just passed through it right through here. If you could get on the other side of that, like snow, I think you're looking good. Again, you still got waves crashing on you right here until you can get out past the waves crashing, like up here, right around like 93, 94. All right, then I think you'd be in better shape. But just recognize that it's nice bullish consolidation. I like that. The only thing you don't have, you're not on the other side of that. Okay, that's where the waves are crashed. If you get up here and consolidate and hold, I think it's looking good. Okay, COC, TE, SFMF. Can I look them up with new all-time highs? Yes, COC. COCH, COCO. Oh yeah, that's bullish. I like that. That's looking good. That's looking real good. How high can it go? Well, you could take this. You should run up. Duplicate. And park that down there. So right about here, 43.85 would be a really good target for that. Okay, 43.85. But I would just stick with the trend until the trend. If the trend breaks, I would want to be out. Yeah, I like that. I like that right there. So that's looking good, Coco. TE. TE. I'm not getting TE for some reason. SFM. Yeah, that's a new all-time high. That's looking good. That's a little hot for me right there. That's for me, that'd be like some profit taking. But you got green erases red. I'd look for one more candle after today, and then that'd be, I'd probably have to call it quits on that one, take my profit, and go home on that right there. That's bullish. That's looking good. How much higher it can go, I don't know. But that's a really nice move up there. What are the earnings on Sprouts? TEM. And TEM new all-time high on the daily chart. Yeah, that's looking good. You just broke through consolidation. See right here? Resistance. See that right there? Got to get this to hold. Got to get this to hold for 3 or 4 days. And I think you got a winner to go higher. But it's got to hold for like 4 or 5 days up here. Now I can continue to go up. See how you just broke through? Be careful, that could come running back down on you. All right? So, see the sellers right here? See the wick? That's sellers. See all the wicks? You compress the price action. That's a big tail. That's sellers. Compress the price action. Sellers. Okay, and you got up here. You're right up. You're in the sellers right now. All right. I don't know how much higher it goes, but if it consolidates, that's better news. That's great news. Nice consolidation breakout right there. I love that. I like that a lot. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be here tomorrow. Oh. 421. Hey, that's pretty good. Anyways, AV short. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I like that. I like that underneath is 156.64. Okay, you're coming into support. All right, right through here. This is support. I do like it short. But again, you got to get past where the waves are crashing. Right through here. Got to get underneath. See where this reverses and these tails begin? Got to get underneath there, and that will look good. All right? I think it can do it. All right? Look for it to get under here and consolidate. Or just continue to melt. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Strike and expiration. I got some 615s. All right, and I got some 620s. I think we're going to 620, Mel. That's what I think. Unless something strange happens. But we got a lot of funky stuff going on. We got a guy that's writing tariffs and then taking them back and then writing tariffs, and then he wants tariffs on metal, then he doesn't want tariffs, and then so we got a guy that's writing new regulation, which causes a lot of whipsaw action in the market. So anything's possible right now for probably the next month and a half until they get a footing on what they're going to do and the direction they want things to go and percolate. All right, so things could get just really wild right through here. All right. So you're welcome, Robert. Yeah, so I like 15 DTEs, I like 8 DTEs, I like 620s, and I like 615s. Both of them. So support is going to be your all-time high anchored VWAP. That's going to be your support, which is right at 602.36. Okay, I wouldn't want to get below this red candle. Okay, below that red candle, you're liable to, you can see that the majority of the consolidation is above this line right here, above 600. So don't break 600. All right, try to stay above this all-time high anchored VWAP. 207. Not sure about 207. This is 602 right here. 10-minute chart. What about 10-minute chart? What am I looking for? Oh, on the 10-minute chart, SPY support. It's going to be right here. Right there. And then the next support level is going to be right about there. You can see where those stop. Okay. This is our support zone right there. Okay. 607.54, 602.52. HE pullback. Oh yeah. I'm gonna let it consolidate. Let it consolidate and work all that stuff out, and you probably consolidate over prior consolidation. You're welcome, Mel. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 o'clock in the morning. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you all had a good day. I'm so happy all the people that made good money today. That makes my day. Again, I'm not a success unless I teach you how to be a success. So that's what it all comes down to. All right, so thanks. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. All right, gonna have another good day. Another good day.